Welcome back to round 5 of the Kid and Play Regionals. And we have a, how do you say it? Family infighting? Brothers grudge match? We have two brothers, Jovan and Michael. They unluckily, or fortunately, got paired up and now they're playing for to see who's their mother's favorite child. So we have Jovan starting off with Maliss. You go, oh, normal summon Marsh here, activate TB. So not the best of start, but it is starting nonetheless. And let's see if Michael, who's on the K9 Crystron, has anything to say about this. So the TB is going to get the Dormouse, and the Marsh is going to add itself back to hand. The Dormouse is summoned off TB, so can't activate its effect, but you can link it off into the Lingerebo. And quickly goes March Hair. March Hair's effect to summon, banishing Dormouse. Dormouse effect to bring itself back. And now with 3 bodies on the board, we can go into the red ransom. No, it's gonna go Dormouse effect, which gets Veiled. But that's still not enough to stop Maliss. Very strong deck. Let's see what he opts to go. He can either go for Red Ransom or he can go for Wicked to try to search. Looks like he is going for the Wicked play. This does play into Nibiru quite hard, but it is like sort of a stronger line. So it's gonna link summon Link Disciple to the Wicked zone to proc trigger Wicked, which is to banish a Cyberse from your graveyard to search for a Cyberse tuner. In this case, it would be the backup Ad Ignister. Looks like Michael has the Imperm for the Wicked. Next is going to go link off, and it's most likely going to be a Heat Soul. Heat Soul does require 2 or more Cyberse with different attributes. The Link Disciple is light, and the Wicked is dark, so that is be a Heat Soul to draw a card by paying 1,000 life. And looks like it's just set 1 and pass. So despite 2 interactions, he still ended on Heat Soul. And if he draws into more hand traps, he might just have enough to stop Michael. So he's going to start off with the chaotic elements. That's allows him to search for. In his deck, will search for a K9 engine. In response, Jovan's going to pay 1,000, draw another card. Most likely, this is going to get Michael's going to get Jokel. Jokel in this Crystron deck is actually quite powerful, as most of the Crystron monsters are level 5 themselves. And if he has Jokel plus the Crystron, it's most likely full combo. And that's going to be Crystron Solfefnir, I believe. And let's see if Jovan has anything to say to that. Oh, and it's going to be Imperm. Imperm on the Sulfadors. My mistake. So stop him from Foolish Barrel, dumping 2 Crystron names. If Michael doesn't have another Crystron, then he's just probably most likely playing K9 this turn. Still has the Jokel search. Jokel could get searched. Yep. So Jokel gets activated, gets ashed. But he can still go for the Izuna. To Ripper, sorry. Overlay 2, make Ripper, search for Izuna, Izuna summon, dump Lupus, and you still have quite a bit of bodies on board, and you are insulated from any more hand traps because you do have that Ripper. Yep, it's going to be the Izuna. Izuna's most likely going to... Ripper's most likely going to search Izuna. He can actually go back into Crystron in the ways of the Infinite Track rank 5 by searching Scrap Recycler. Scrap Recycler can dump a Crystron name, and that gets him back into the Crystron engine. So it looks like it is quite a strong showing. Oh, no, you can't... That's not how that works. You can't set that card off, Ripper. Hold on, let me just quickly get a judge to correct this.
You can't?
No, it has to be correct.
Oh, okay. Alright. My bad.
Yep. Just a quick interruption. Yep, you can't actually set case off Ripper's effect. Ripper is only quick play that you're allowed to set. So yeah, just quick backup.
Target.
It's gonna go Lantern, bringing back Jokel, which gets oh, that's an impulse, but he does have a trap in hand, so that Lantern does go to the grave. So let's see what else does Michael have to play into this board.
Zuma.
And it's going to be, yep, the Izuna. Izuna's going to dump Lupus.
Lupus.
And Lupus can bring itself back because Jovan did activate a monster effect from hand, which will be the Ash Blossom. Now it's just going to opt to attack. It's going to be 23. Oh, he crashed the Lupus into the Heat Soul. It's going to be 23 into 23. Yep. Izuna direct and then Ripper direct, and looks like that is a pass. Let's see. Now, let's see what Jovan can do. Passing back over to Jovan. Jovan doesn't. Another thing is, Jovan actually doesn't have that much life to play with because he paid 600 plus the 2k from the Heat Soul. That's 2-6 plus the 21 and the Ripper direct. He doesn't have that much life left. Oh, and it's a Zeus on top for Michael. With 1,000 life, I don't know what Maliss can do. He can do 3 small effects or 1 big effect. And he also has to contend with that Zeus as well. Now let's see what Jovan does. It's going to be set 1. It's going to be Draw Swarm. Draw Swarm is actually quite strong here. Draw Swarm on the March Hare. Now that when Michael activates that Zeus, the Draw Swarm is then able to take out that Zeus upon resolution. So I think Jovan has an Ash and a Marsha in hand. Let's see what else he has. It's gonna go March Hair, banish the TB to summon itself out. Now with the 2 monsters, he can actually just link off for something like an SP Little Knight and get rid of the Zeus.
That's special summon.
And Michael's just looking at activating Zeus right now. Yep, so the Zeus goes. Chain the MTP to get a search. And actually, this actually allows Jovan to keep playing. In search, so Dormouse is that one, and it is banished, so he doesn't have access to it again. He could go into White Rabbit, but it just depends how many traps the Maliss is currently playing. I know most lists has cut the GWC and are only playing TB and MTP. Simply, GWC is not as strong now that White Binder is not in the format. So it is going to be the White Rabbit, and the Draw Swarm is going to send the Zeus. Now let's see if Jovan has any more plays. If he simply passes, that is a bit risky as he doesn't have much life left.
No.
And also by having 2 cards in hand, you're not playing around the K9s, because K9s can normal summon even though they're level 5s without tributing, as long as your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand. So I believe it's probably in his best interest to actually set one of the monsters from his hand. Maybe it's set the Ash Blossom, as the Ash Blossom does trigger the K9 effects, and it is as an 1800 body.
Battle? Yep. Sure. Draw? Yep.
Let's see, it is going to be the White Rabbit, no effect, because I believe he is out of traps and he's going to attack for 12 and pass. And let's see if Michael is able to get back into his Crystron engine.
Pass you. Draw.
And it looks like he just passes it back. He couldn't play. And it's on Jovan. If Jovan draws, I mean, Jovan literally just can make a Lizard Haggados, right? Normal summon Ash, make a Lizard, and just go into Red Ransom. Yep, normal summon the Ash, link that off for Lizard.
Lizard. Pass. Yep.
Yep, Lizard, banish, White Rabbit. White Rabbit effect, bring itself back. And you can go into Red Ransom here. And looks like Michael has something to say to that. No, Michael has nothing to say to that at all. Red Ransom's going to search for a Maliss spell. Could be the underground. You can go underground into Chesley Cat. But with 400 life, there's really not much he can do. If he could just somehow find a way to make Crypta, that would be ideal, because Crypta can recycle your Malice names, and also is just a very, very strong effect in general. So it is the underground. Underground's going to get activated. That's going to be banishing a Malice name. Let's see what he's looking to banish. Most likely be Chessy Cat, because I don't think adding the March Head does anything here. Yep, it's going to be Chessy Cat. Oh, this second. Yep, Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat summon itself, goes down to 100 life. And he can't even make access code here.
Yep.
Well, one, because Michael doesn't have anything to activate, but yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be punch ransom. Funny enough, he didn't summon the Chessy Cat in the ransom arrow, so Michael's monsters are they're not flipped. The attack and defense are not swapped. It could come up, could matter. Now Jovan's just thinking, what can I do here? What should I do? Should I make the access code just so I don't lose to just so he doesn't lose to a normal summon and beat over the Chessy Cat, because he is at 100 life. But if he had just a way to summon one more monster onto the field, he could make Crypta, and Crypta will just solidify. Yep, chooses just pass with the 2 monsters, put on Michael on you better have it. And Michael just needs to normal summon a 1800 attack monster to attack the game, and it's going to be the Scrap Recycler. That does get him back into the Crystron. Jovan has to. Does he have an Ash Blossom? What's the last card in his hand? That's a through. It's over. Michael takes this game. He just needs to summon any monster with more than 1700 attack. Scrap Recycler is full Crystron combo. Maybe Jovan could have Jovan done anything to circumvent this. Maybe make SP. Maybe make Firewall access code. Michael's just carefully thinking about his play, and he's gonna dump. I mean, Michael just has so many ways to close out this game, right? What is the best? If maybe he doesn't have a Crystron card in his hand.
Um,
It could be Smygar. You can send Smygar, banish it, and add a Crystron spell trap. Add
Smile. Smile to act.
Yep, it's gonna be the Smygar. Smygar's gonna add a spell trap, which will be inclusion. Inclusion to search for another Crystron card, and this should just be full Crystron combo.
Yep. Does anything protect this from battle or bad damage? Huh? No. What if this points?
Yep, just reading on. Oh wait, he has the underground, so he has to attack the ransom first.
Defense and a check switch.
That's right. Yeah, underground has the other effect. While you control a Malice Link free, your opponent must attack the Malice Link monster first. So it can't just actually beat over the Chessy Cat. Oh, it's just gonna grab inclusion. So Michael's just like, yep. Oh no, he has the Sulfethnia in hand. Oh, it's an impulse. He had impulse. Last card impulse. That's actually crazy. But Michael does have that inclusion, so I don't think he's gonna be. I think he's fine passing the turn, maybe.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Sets the trap, the Crystron trap, and looks like it's passing back to. Gonna pass it back.
Pass. Draw. Step by man. Thinking on stand.
What can Jovan do here? He can't make access code because he'll just get popped by the by the trap. I think maybe you just go battle phase here.
It's.
Oh, you know what? He could just go for the Lingery Bow, but that's not game though. If he has another monster, it's game. So if he goes Link 1 for Lingery Bow, which turns off the trap, and then he normal summons one more monster, make access code, and that will be game.
Yeah,
I think Michael really just needed to flip up the cluster like right now, because to prevent the Lingery Bow from coming down. Because if Jovan just goes straight into Lingery Bow, that just turns off the cluster. It is a monster. Yeah, then if Jovan just made Lingery Bow here, maybe he doesn't play two Lingery Bows. With just Lingery Bow here, it's over. But even now, like, I mean, back up, just essentially just dumps a name, but you're not really doing much. I guess you're just deck thinning at this point because you don't have enough hand to discard for. Yeah, just make Lingery Bow here, no? Maybe he doesn't have it. I mean, he can still make Crypto here. Crypto here is not too bad. I really think Michael should have just flipped up the trap and just pop a card. It's gonna go Link into Link 4. It's gonna be the access code target ransom, but not on the resolution. You can just flip up that cluster to pop the access code. Yep. Here you go. Cluster, target access code. Really, maybe, yeah. I think Jovan just got a little bit greedy there. Because if he made Crypto, he would have been fine. Or if he had another Lingery Bow. So now it's just going to be Chessy beat over the Scrap Recycler, and looks like it's passing back over to Michael. But now, with Jovan only having the Chessie Cat, Michael just has full Crystron combo because he does still have that Sulfur Door in the grave. And Sulfur Door can just pop the inclusion, summon itself, and then dump 2 Crystron names from deck.
Yeah, you can just go battle.
And then, yeah, look, quickly pack it up. He has got no life. I mean, Sulfur Door can just attack over the Chessie Cat anyway, and Michael takes game 1. That was a good showing from both brothers, playing well for the most part, I would say. I mean, definitely I feel like Jovan could have played it a bit better. I think if he went for the crypto instead of the access code, if Michael flips up the trap, you can just go in response, I'll just banish the trap, and then yeah, Michael would have just lost because you have crypto again on your opponent's turn, and you get, like when he goes Sulfur, you just go crypto, banish the inclusion, and then that's it, right? So I have a little bit of misstep from Jovan. Michael played really well there. A bit of back and forth. It's good to have like a long game and not just one turn pass sort of deal. But now going into game 2 with Jovan on the play, and with Maliss, they do banish themselves, so they are able to play cards like Dimension Fissure, and also we did see Shifter in our previous round, and that would have a major impact coming into this match because Crystron do rely on their graveyard quite a bit. All right, so looks like they're done siding and they're just getting ready, shuffling up, getting ready to go into game 2. And I believe Jovan would be going first. I mean, ideally anyway. I don't know why you would go second as Maliss. All right, so let's get into game 2, and Jovan will be on the play. And remember, they are not only playing for their potential regional top 8, but they're also playing to see who is their mother's favorite child.
Stand by me.
Oh, Jovan starting first, and starts off with the Allure of Darkness. I love this card in Maliss. Who doesn't like Pot of Greed? I love Pot of Greed. And he opened the one-off Dormouse as well. Wow, Allure banished Dormouse, and that Dormouse gets met with an infinite impermanence. But Jovan's hand is just so much gas. That Underground as well, which gets belled.
It doesn't send it, right?
Oh.
Sorry? It doesn't send it.
Michael's hand is actually so crazy, but he has DeFi in hand.
Negates activation.
I do believe because Bell negates the activation, the Underground does go to the grave.
Spell negating the activation. Yeah, goes straight. Yeah.
Yep, just a quick rectify. Yep, goes to the grave, links off the Dormouse for link 1. And and Jovan in his hand is actually crazy. He has both backup and wizard. Leave with the backup, maybe bait another hand trap. Yep. No hand traps. I think Michael's out. I mean, opening Imperm and Bell's already very strong. And search for the White Rabbit. Nice, discard a card. Normally searching White Rabbit either shows that your hand's really strong or you already have Wizard. And Jovan hasn't normal summon yet, so realistically, he could just hold the Wizard and normal summon the White Rabbit and keep playing. But it just means he has to discard another card. Let's see what he's going to discard. It is going to be the White Rabbit. Now it's going to link to go for the Lizard Dose. Lizard Dose effect, going to banish the White Rabbit that was just freshly discarded.
So, yeah.
The White Rabbit effect comes back. And White Rabbit's going to search up the TB11. So one thing that Jovan just has to be careful is a bit of Nibiru. Maybe Michael might have it in his hand. But normally when the Red Ransom comes out and searching the underground with the TB11, you don't really care about Nibiru at this point. So I think Michael is just going to see what else Jovan is going to do and maybe try to break the Malice board.
You already activated.
No, the gate's
You can see even without White Binder, Malice is still very, very strong in this current meta.
Okay.
And yes, because Ghost Spell negates the activation, you can just search another underground and activate it again. So this is a legal play. Oh, we also see the 2 copies of Mistaken Arrest in Jovan's deck. And look, even though he doesn't have it in his hand right now, Malice is a deck that draws a lot of cards with Heat Soul and also Chessy Cat. So there is still a potential for Jovan to draw into the Mistaken Arrest. And if he does D5 Mistaken Arrest and full Malice combo, I think Michael is just gonna go home. I already think Michael's not going to have a very good time playing into this. And it's going to be the TV on the Red Ransom. It's going to summon out, most likely, a March Hare, maybe? Ash Blossom? Ash Blossom?
Oh no.
Why is it an Ash Blossom? Yep, it's March Hare.
29.
I think he just accidentally put the wrong card on the field. So Ransom Effect is going to banish a... probably March Hare, right? Could be a Chessy cut. No Chessy. And then now he can go... Now he's just thinking, does he want to do the draw? Because he can use the Chessy cat to draw. Maybe dig for more of the sideboard cards that he's put in. And he has opted to do that. Come on, draw Mistaken. Draw more cards. Oh, that's another Allure, but I don't think the Allure's going to do much here. Or maybe he can... Maybe the Allure will get him more cards. I think he just needs to... I think he wants to win more. Yep, here comes the Allure. 2 more cards. And he drew into more Malice names. That's a little bit unfortunate. Now it's gonna... What potential go for? Firewall, maybe? Or Wicked? I wouldn't... I don't think he'll go for Wicked. Maybe he's looking... If he goes for Wicked, I mean... Yep, go for Wicked. I guess he's trying to bring out Heat Soul, right? Wicked into the Disciple, and this will get him into the Heat Soul. And he still has Wizard in hand, so he can still make Allied Code. Yep, so he's just searching. I think pretty sure backup is the only target in the deck. I think Malice now incorporating Heat Soul is it's just a very strong deck. You just play a lot of non-engines, like your hand traps, and even like if you're going first, you can draw like your floodgates, which is floodgate your opponent out of the game. I think that's pretty cool because we all know we all play Yu-Gi-Oh, so your opponent doesn't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So here comes the Wizard comes down, brings back White Rabbit, and this is most likely going to go into Ally Code.
3, 4, 5.
The best part about playing Yu-Gi-Oh is when your opponent doesn't get to play. Yep, so Ally Code's going to bring back 2 monsters, Ransom and Heat Soul. I probably would have put the Heat Soul in the Red Ransom zone so that it gets the extra attack boost. but I don't think it matters. It slams down, sets a card, slams down the DeFi, and Michael's just contemplating his life choices right now and just scoops it up. And I think Jovan just opened a little bit too strong there, you know. To a Lure of Darkness plus full Malice combo, played into two hand traps. There's nothing Michael could have done. But now Michael gets to go first, and K9 Crystron, if they don't break, they does put up a very, very strong turn. But who knows? Jovan might just draw the all-powerful dimension shifter and just sells Michael's. It's like, hey, I'm the better brother. Mom loves me more. You go home sad. We can see Jovan taking out all the floodgates that he put in going first and just putting back the draw and lock. But draw is actually a very strong card into the K9 Crystron. But the good thing about Crystron is they can play underdraw. It just means like they can't do the K9 part of the deck, but you still can end on full combo through draw, provided that you open well enough. Oh, that took out a draw. No, he took out a Charmy, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know about that. I like Charmies too much. I think Charmies is just absolutely the most broken hand trap this format. Especially like Pirellia. Pirellia into K9 Crystron is like, oh, it's like the dream, man. It's going to be 7 rounds, and I don't have a player count. I will believe it's like, I don't know how many players. I think it's like 70 something players. So there's going to be 2 more rounds after this, and looks like we'll be not going to be too long of a day. Wrapping up pretty early. All right, so let's get into that all-important game 3. They're playing for the prize right now. And let's see what Michael can do going first. Oh, and Jovan has opened 2 hand traps. I can see a draw. I can see an Ash. He also has a gold sarcophagus to start playing. Oh no, Michael starts off with the chaotic element. That's probably one of the worst starters in his deck right now. He's gonna search a Joker, and then now he's gonna drop the. Come on, draw! Yes, draw him. Michael's just like, man, I'm older. I should be the better brother. Why are you doing this to me? But he has opened Sulfador, so he still gets to play. Joker summons Sulfador. Sulfador can now send 2 Crystons, but Jovan can just Ash. If you Ash the Sulfador, he doesn't get to play. Yep, and there comes down the Ash. What else can Michael do? Maybe rip a pass and hope that his hand is good enough to stop Jovan. It does look like it's going to be a rip a pass. And we know Jovan has quite strong hand. He has the Gold Sock, probably one of the best starters in the deck. And he also has the MTP as well. So that allows him to play around Imperm. You can go Gold Suck into like instead the MTB Gold Suck into Dormouse, and that plays through like any target negation. What can Michael do here? He's looking at making it rank 5, but what rank 5 is impactful? I don't think Ripper's like it stops backup.
No.
That's it.
Sure.
Up, so activates inclusion, no effect. Obviously, you can't because of the draw and lock bird. Oh, he's linking off. He can summon the summon the SP Little Knight, and then he can trigger Soulford in the grave by popping the inclusion.
Go soft effects, target special.
Yep.
Normal summon.
But what do you do now? Oh, and the Tristaros from hands. Oh, so you can make a 7 here. So you can make the Elascilitus. And then you can use Tristaros to banish itself, pop the Elascilitus, and that goes into Infinity. You can make Infinity off this. Can you?
Doesn't target.
Yes, you can, because Tristara summons two Crystrons
Go Tristar summons.
from the deck. Yep. So go Tristaros, pop the Elascelitus, summon 2 Crystrons, which is 2 level 5 machine bodies to make Infinity, and then the Elascelitus brings back the Tristaros. So even under, as I said, even under draw, Crystron is still quite powerful.
Effects, special dispatch.
Yep, so here comes Infinity. Well, it's going to be Nova first, then Infinity. This is still a very, very strong board. Michael's not out. Michael says, you might have opened Drawed and Ash, but I'm the better brother. I'm going to play better. And even the inclusion to bring back the Elascelitus. Just, I think, an extra body, and he just passes the turn over to Jovan. Jovan now has to deal with a Tristaros, an SP Little Knight, and an Infinity. And let's see what he starts with. He starts with by setting the MTP.
President. 2. Maliss and Underground.
And it goes Underground. Oh, so he has Underground. If I was Michael, I would let this Underground resolve because there's no real point in negating this because you can just activate it again. If anything, you should probably use Infinity on the Dormouse if he goes for that line. He is looking at using Infinity to negate. If he does, that is quite the bad play. Nope, he lets it through. Yep, I think that's correct. What's it going to be? I don't think you should banish Dormouse. I think it might be White Rabbit. Could even be Chessie, because I think he has the Auto Malice spell in hand. Nah, it's going to be the Dormouse. If Michael uses Infinity on the Dormouse, Jovan's not going to have access to Dormouse anymore.
Activate Dormouse.
I feel like he should have used Infinity on the Dormouse so it stays banished. Because if the Dormouse is in the grave, you can always bring it back. I mean, I don't like this play, but and chains the Yeah, okay. If Michael just used Infinity on the Dormouse effect to summon back, he would have circumvented all this whole line, and Jovan would have just passed because he only has Gold Stock left, and the rest of your board
Oh,
checks the
yeah,
Gold Stock.
I'll negate that.
Just so you guys know, there's 10 minutes left.
2 minutes, thanks.
Because now he's gonna what negate like mirror negate, and he changed the. Ooh. I don't. So now he's gonna MTP banish the Dormouse. Gonna search for probably White Rabbit or Marchair. Marchair is okay.
Negated.
Um,
Can special
So
summon
no, did mirror get negated? If mirror didn't get negated, yeah, mirror did get negated because he did Infinity and then chain MTP. Yeah.
With SP still.
And then now Chessie Cat can summon itself back.
Banish wave. And then he chained.
Actually,
Yeah, so the Infinity was used on the mirror in the Malice in the mirror.
Okay, so SP will still be banished, right?
there's TP.
Yeah.
They're just clarifying whether SP still banishes. Why does SP banish? Wait, why does SP banish? Why did SP banish? Was it not the chain link? Was not Dormouse effect, chain SP, chain mirror, chain MTP banished the Chessie Cat? So the hold on a second. Let me find out why the Dormouse got banished.
Region?
Yeah.
Things up there.
Oh no, I prefer with him. It still gets banished. Okay.
What was the chain?
It was so SP was like first. Well, no. Dormouse,
MTP.
yeah.
It was
Dormouse first?
because it was
Yeah.
Dormouse effect,
Yeah.
chain mirror, chain infinity,
No,
chain
I
SP,
yeah.
chain SP, chain mirror, right, and then you chain infinity thing, chain MTP banish the Dormouse, right, so the SP stays.
Okay. Yeah, that's what
No, I
Oh.
have a normal one here, right? I should just have to clarify.
Yeah.
Normal one.
Sorry, I just had to go correct that. Being a judge, I have if I see something a legal game state, I must go and correct it. It is an occupational hazard.
What's the attack of Infinity?
Now, the only interaction Michael has is that Tristaros. Tristaros can bring out
But
a
then your cards are
Synchro 7.
I can't see it. No pickable targets.
The Eleskeletus is just there looking cute. But it does have the effect where I believe it can reduce the attack on the field.
Yeah.
Yep, all your opponent's monster loses 500 attack and defense. Right, so back to the game. He's gonna go free with pure body, link summon into Brett Ransom, but Brett Ransom doesn't really do much because it's one for yep. It's gonna be the Crypto. Marchair. Banish the mirror.
Yep.
Mirror effect. Banish another Malice name. Now it gets search. And that's gonna be access code.
Access code?
Yeah.
Target?
Access code targeting Crypto. Now access code can banish the Crypto to summon, and Crypto will be 5,000 attack. You're just looking at Eleskeletus, just make sure that, you know, it does have an effect if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, but it's only if it's synchro summoned. If it's not synchro summoned, it doesn't get its effect. Yep. Crypto comes back. Now this thing's 5,000, 600. Let's go battle phase. Attack. And Jovan
He gets
navigated
double attack,
well.
5 plus.
So it managed to clear the K9 Crystron board.
Swing over for 5, 3.
It's just 25.
So you lose
28.
Now Michael's just down to a Tristaros, which Crypto can very quickly deal with that. And looks like it's just access code pass at this point. Access code Crypto is still a very strong combo. Michael with just the Tristaros and I believe 2 cards in hand.
Sorry, main phase elements.
Oh, and that's the Chaotic Elements. And Chaotic Elements actually has an additional effect. If you have 3 or more Pyros, it actually destroys the card on the field. But I don't believe he has enough. Yep, so Chaotic Elements, add back the Joker.
Oh, sorry, I got a response to that.
Okay.
Oh, that is such a late Belder. I don't think Michael has any ways to deal with this board. And I believe he hasn't triggered Tristaro's effect because he's out of Crystron names. And normally K9 Crystrons don't actually play that many Crystron names. Simply because different brickiness. But he's going to go Solfethny. Solfethny discard. The card to special summon.
Effect to summon.
Yep.
And when Solfethny is special summoned,
Is that on something?
you destroy 1 card, so he pops itself, and you can special summon a Crystron monster from his deck in defense position, which is another Solfador. Maybe he didn't trigger Tristaros because he doesn't have a good level 7 to go into. I believe the only other level 7 that they might play is like Samurai Destroyer. And that really is only there to play around Nibiru. Jovan still has that Crypta effect to activate. Let's see what he uses on. Inclusion. Inclusion is going to banish self summon back. So now Michael has 2 5s and two 5s on the board, which is going to prop Jovan to activate Crypta to banish a card on field.
To banish.
Won't target banish.
Yeah,
And
sure.
this card doesn't target. So Michael does need to react to it now. Ends up then banishing the Tristaros.
Yeah, 5,000.
5,000 this?
5-3.
Okay.
But this opens up Michael to go into a rank 5. He can go into Ripper from Lantern, go and get another rank 5 on the board. Oh, but is he locked into machines? No, I don't believe so. Tristaros locks you. So he's not locked. So Ripper search for Lantern.
Effect?
Sure.
Yep, and then Lantern can now bring back the Joker. And because he actually activated Ghost Spell, the Izuna's live as well. So if Michael can clear the 2 5k bodies, and he can very easily win the game.
Yeah. Then Lantern effects. Activate.
Search for Case. Case gets Noroi. And still has a normal summon, but he can't actually summon Noroi because Jovan only has 1 card in his hand. But what does he have to get over this 2 5,000 attack bodies? Infinity's gone. Normally you can use Infinity to suck one up. He does play the Chronomany Xyz, which can buff someone's attack. But he can't actually make that with 2/5s because these can't actually use those as material for a light. This is going to be the infinite track. Normally, this is just there to bridge into Crystron, but if he already has Crystron, he might just be searching for follow-up, I guess. I mean, Scribe Recycler does have the additional ability of recycling machines to draw a card.
Yeah, that's good. I'll just give it to you, man. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
no,
looks
'cause I
like...
can't get over it, so.
Wait, what happened?
Because if I was gonna attack him, I got 12 left. So, yeah, I can see. Before because
Oh, looks like...
I was planning to make Zeus roll the board. But yeah, it's not enough attack.
It's unfortunate.
It looks like Michael conceded the game.
Yeah, you guys
The two
can-
5,000 attack bodies were just too big, and there's just nothing in his extra deck that he could do to run over the access code and
Yeah.
and the crypto. And just looks like Jovan is the better brother. Very, very, very nice match from the two brothers. They played uh, moderately well, I would say. A little bit of hiccups here and there, but at the end of the day, they're having fun. They drove all the way here, just to play other people and end up getting matched against each other. And this happens in quite often for them because I often do see them play against each other in tournaments quite often. But yeah, congrats to Jovan showing us that Maliss, even with the balance, is still very, very strong. And Michael did put up a valiant effort, but his K9 Crystron was just not enough.